So I spent 12 years in the car business, corporate automotive. I worked for Chevy and Nissan, 10 years as a district sales manager and a dealer operations manager, 2 years as marketing advertising manager. So I see a lot of very wrong information online about cars and buying cars. And so much so I got out of the car business last year and I started my own company called The Flourish Path. I work with women, like business owners, founders, with coaching, but I wanted some place that I can put like all of my skills, all of my interests, all of my experience together. So I actually do have a page that's dedicated to like car buying, like things to know when you are buying a car, so you can check it out. But I did just want to make like a few videos about some of like the just like blatantly wrong things that I see online that people say, and I'm like, please stop telling people the wrong information. You are hurting people. Stop it. So one of the ones that I see often is if you go to a dealership, you tell them that you already have financing and you don't want them to run your credit. And people think that they're like helping you by telling you this. Let me tell you why they're actually hurting you. A couple of reasons why they're hurting you. So, if you are buying either a brand new car or a certified pre-owned car, quite often the car manufacturer will actually subsidize the interest rate. So when you see these commercials that say like 0% for 60 months if you finance with us, like those are real. Like literally, but you have to finance like with the car company. So like at General Motors, when I was at Chevy, General Motors owns Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Chevy. If you finance with GM Financial, General Motors Financial, they will often subsidize the rate. So, you might get a 0% rate, you might get a 1.9% rate. So by telling the dealer they can't run your credit if you're buying a brand new car, you are like not even giving yourself the chance to see what the subsidized rates are, because they could very well be better than what your bank offers, because like General Motors themselves are literally paying like to lower your rate as an incentive for buying the car. And the same is true if you buy certified pre-owned. Only if you buy like certified pre-owned, because it's certified by the car manufacturer, so General Motors or Nissan, Motor Credit, whatever, and you finance with them, then again, they often have programs where they like subsidize your interest rate and literally pay down your interest rate. So you could be missing out a better interest rate than what your bank could ever offer, because you have a car company who's literally paying to lower your rate. Number one. Number two, people think that it's gonna like ruin their credit if they get their credit run at the dealership. Here's the thing. The credit companies know that you are shopping around. So as long as you end up like buying a car, they often look at, if you have, and you have to look at how many days. You can figure it out online, but I think it's usually like a week or so, a week or maybe 2 weeks. Any like credit inquiries within that week or 2 weeks from when you purchase a car that like end up with you purchasing a car, any inquiries were related to that car purchase, they're counted as one. They don't hit your credit individually, because they know that you're shopping around. They know that you're checking out different rates and things. So again, it's a huge like misunderstanding and like just wrong when people think that each time you get your credit ran when you're like looking at cars that it's gonna hurt you. Like it's not. It's treated as like one, because again, they know that you're like rate shopping and looking at different cars and things, so they don't penalize you for that. And then number three, sorry, if you go to a dealership and immediately are like, hey, I'm not financed with you, don't even bother running my credit, guess what? You just hurt your own self in negotiation. So how a dealership makes money, of course, they make money from selling you the car, even though I've talked about this before. Like if you're buying a brand new car, you think that there's way more markup in a car than what there is. There's not a lot. There's not a lot. Quite honestly, a lot of times they're selling it to you at cost, a little below cost, just to get the car sold. But especially like now in this economy. So how dealerships also make their money is when you finance, because the finance company will, basically pay the dealership for sending you to them, for like giving them your business. So here's the thing. If I'm a dealership and I know because you just came in screaming that I better not run your credit because you're not going to finance with me, that means I know I'm not making that money in the back end. That means I know I'm not making money from my finance company, like paying me to send your contract to them. So do you really think I'm gonna like give you the best deal on that car? No, I'm not. Because I know that that's money I'm not gonna make. So that means I gotta make more off the price of the car. So like in my own personal experience, I got a slingshot years ago, and I didn't tell them like I was gonna finance with my bank. I let them run my credit and everything, but my bank was actually able to give me a better rate, and I didn't tell them until the very end, until we negotiated everything. And he literally acted like he was gonna punch me in my face because he thought I was gonna finance with him. So like, please don't be like pissing people off, but like, you don't have to run in and tell them like I'm not financing with you, because you're literally only hurting yourself when it comes to negotiating the price of the car. So I see this one a lot, and I'm just like, please stop telling people the wrong stuff. Again, things are a little different. Like if you're buying used that isn't certified from the manufacturer, because you're not going to have those like incentive programs to lower your interest rate from the car manufacturer. But even then, like telling the person who is thinking that they might make money from you in finance that they're not going to make money from you in finance means that, again, you're going to pay more upfront for the price of the car. So I just saw that a lot, and I wanted to just stop. If you don't know, stop telling people the wrong stuff. Like I said, I do have a page on my website that's all about buying cars, when to buy cars, like what are the best times, because there are definitely better times that you can get better deals than others, and things like that, tips and tricks. So check out theflourishpath.net if you are interested in learning more. Thanks.